things are no longer what and where they used to be for men. Do you feel like someone is pulling the carpet from under your feet? Don't fear chaos. Surf it. The progressives in the room will hang me for this, but, well, I do have to say that there is much I agree with when reading Jordan Peterson. You should certainly develop self-respect, tell the truth, pursue that which has real value, and learn to appreciate the small things in life, and so on. I think his writing style is captivating, and while some take issue with the references to myth and archetypes, I think they're great. They're a window into human psychology, and we have been using those to make sense of the world for millennia for a reason. I also admire his capacity to inspire people and improve their lives without judgment or making them feel like failures. Here, progressive commentators could really learn from him. But most importantly, I think that he correctly and very astutely identifies the pains of modernity and of modern men struggling inside and seeking masculinity mindset in particular. The confusion, being lost, feeling like the carpet has been pulled from under our feet, like we've been taught one thing, but now we're told it's all wrong. The chaos hurts, doesn't it? Being lied to, being told you one thing and then learning it's all a fiction. Men absolutely do need some way to deal with all this chaos around us, and Peterson's charisma pulls many towards following his map. And I'm not going to discuss his rules or ideas, nor do I care what you think about them. I've got a more fundamental issue to raise. You see, there is a problem with printing maps. They go out of date. Should we get shots, Jordan? Yeah, let's get shots. All right, this one's to you. But now we need to have some words. As the world keeps changing, things are no longer what and where they used to be for men. An old map might get you to many places just fine, but all too often following it will leave you looking for stuff that's no longer there or surprised at encountering things you didn't expect to find. The problem with Peterson's map is worse there. It was way out of date already at the point of publishing. It seems like he drew it from memory, showing the world as it was in the last century's Alberta. Perhaps on Peterson's old map, climate change wasn't a problem yet, and people getting to choose their gender was science fiction. Perhaps the social power dynamics were different, but the world has changed. Many of his solutions, such as the whole enforced monogamy thing, are just not possible anymore, and frankly sound like an attempt to paddle back history. And that's regardless whether they're moral or not. They are just of the old world, and the world has changed. Peterson doesn't seem to like change. To him, that's just chaos. It's the dreaded relativism of not knowing what's what anymore, but, well, the world doesn't care. It keeps changing anyway, and does so at a faster pace than ever. Facts don't care about your feelings, I hear. Since the 12 Rules for Life came out, we have witnessed a pandemic, a recession, a war which brought back the specter of nuclear extinction, reinvigorated old alliances and changed international dynamics, and the emergence of generative AIs, which are already completely reshaping our lives. Meanwhile, the world power balance continues to shift eastwards. New media change how we consume information and build relations with other people, and nobody is having kids anymore, so we need to seriously rethink the entire economy to make sure we won't all starve once we retire. Or maybe we just need to upend our entire economic system altogether because work will become obsolete in the new AI age. Since at least 2016, I have been celebrating every New Year's Eve saying, may there be no more of this mess going forward. But if the universe was listening, it was clearly laughing at me. We live in interesting times. The boundaries of states, of power, of who gets to do what, of what is normal, of the very fabric of our society are redrawn every day. Do you feel like someone is pulling the carpet from under your feet? It's not just the carpet, the whole damn world is shifting. This is not a world in which you can rely on a map an old man has drawn from the memory of his younger years. In this world, you need to go back to something more fundamental, more universal, more basic than that. This is why I like the compass metaphor. The world might be changing, but the fundamental directions, the fundamental values can still guide you. And, as Aristotle has argued, developing excellence in a range of virtues will help you keep your direction. Jordan Peterson does draw our attention to the positive sides of chaos, too. He admits that it's chaos that brings opportunities, enables creativity, and challenges ossified traditions. But it's pretty clear that all of those matter much less to him than order. He claimed that his Beyond Order 12 More Rules for Life is more directed towards harnessing chaos, but let's be honest, these rules are not half as good as the first 12, and you can really tell his heart wasn't in it. So at this point, I would like to thank Dr. Peterson for his good work on recognizing what are the important problems men struggle with and drawing some decent maps that are clearly better than nothing and can help some people get out of the deep waters. Cheers! But that's where we part. He continues to pretend that the changing world can still be navigated based on old maps. He continues to push outdated solutions, and he continues to treat chaos as something to avoid and thwart wherever possible. I say, don't fear chaos. Surf it. Chaos might bring some instability. It might make you feel like you may lose, sometimes painfully, but you won't die. You will survive, because chaos is also the source of life, an opportunity to become anything you want, to shape the world and build new and awesome things. You might feel like you're falling for 30 minutes, but you'll be fine. You just need to throw away the map, take out your compass, and get on a surfboard. Where does the surfboard come from? I don't know. Chaos provides, because the world is changing faster than ever, and it won't stop just because Dr. Peterson wants it to. If you don't move on with it, you will be left behind. You won't have a say in shaping it. The history of humanity is the history of changing the world, of transcending what is natural and developing new, better ways to be, of creating stuff that wasn't there before and throwing away what's old and outdated, of wrestling possibilities out of the chaos and making them real. Be a part of that history, and I assure you, brother, the sun will shine on us again. I'm Dr. Simon Vogt, philosopher and explorer of masculinity, handing you the man's compass.